Of course, you're a fixed income analyst, so let's focus in on the market. Firstly, looking at that Naira, your views on the stability we've seen in the Naira for some time now. It's really been a stable currency, a picture of course, appreciation for the first part of the year and just stability. Is this stability being straightened at all by concerns around the oil price and the budget?
Right now, the stability is not under any threat. As expected, actually, because most analysts did picture that in this year, going towards throughout the year, would probably have a stable USD NGN exchange rate, which would likely appreciate towards the close of the year. And this has been played out. Right now, in the market, we see a lot of stability. In fact, recently we've had some appreciation on the currency. You know, we started out at the beginning of the year at the 158 levels. We are down to 157 right now. And so it seems this trend is likely to continue as long as we have the oil price still at those levels that it is right now, above 100, and which is above the budget price of $72 to a barrel.
Very far above that budget price, in fact, of course, sitting at $118 right now. Let's look at government's borrowing plans for Q2. That was announced yesterday, looking to raise 210 to 290 billion naira, very much geared towards the short end of the curve. So what has been the reaction from the market in terms of where yields have trended post that announcement?
Well, there was not much reaction in the market because actually the announcement was expected. But we expect to see going further down the line, probably an appreciation, an increase in yields because of the fact that the government also has a plan to switch some bonds into benchmark bonds so that they would increase the liquidity in those bonds. So we have a plan to switch up to close to over 400 billion in existing bonds that are due to mature 2013 into longer tenured bonds. Now, this would provide more trading liquidity in those bonds, and we expect that as a result of this, we are likely to see yields pick up.
Likely to see yields pick up, but let's look as well at the sovereign bond auction in terms of this borrowing requirement that's taking place next week. Firstly, 90 billion naira is what Nigeria is looking to raise on the sovereign bond front. What are your views in terms of the uptake and the appetite we're going to see coming through for that? Because so far to date, this year, we've seen strong appetite for Nigerian bonds.
Yes, we've seen strong appetite, not only for bonds, but for all government securities in general. And so we expect that trend to continue. The appetite is coming from offshore. It's building up, and as long as the polity is stable and the economic outlook is stable, we don't see a reduction in that kind of appetite.
Your views on the trading ranges we're going to see as we close out the trading week, firstly on the Naira?
On the Naira, we're likely to remain at this level. We've had an appreciation today. It dropped like about, let's say about 30 pips. And so we do think that by tomorrow, we would probably remain at the same levels. Now, the drop is actually associated with sales by oil companies who are auctioning dollars in the market. And this is expected to peter out by tomorrow. We'll probably remain at these levels, 157.05, 157 by tomorrow.